Hey everyone, today we're diving into some fascinating and fun facts about Donald Trump's elections. Look, you may love the man, you may think he's a sentient spray tan with the attention span of a goldfish. Frankly, I'm legally obligated to tell you that's none of my business, but what is our business? These frankly wild facts about Trump's journey from reality TV host to the Oval Office. Whether you love him or hate him, these tidbits are sure to surprise you. So strap in, grab your beverage of choice, and let's dive into the wild, wacky, and occasionally terrifying world of Trump's elections. It all started as many terrible things do in 2015, June to be precise. Trump descends that golden escalator, hair seemingly defying the laws of physics, and announces his candidacy. Now, most people, myself included, dismissed it as a publicity stunt. I mean, this was the guy who built his brand on saying you're fired. Not let's have a nuanced discussion about fiscal policy. But as we all know, reality has a wicked sense of humor. And so began the roller coaster ride that was the 2015 Trump campaign. Little did we know, this was just the first act in a reality show that would make The Apprentice look like a masterpiece of subtlety and restraint. Let's talk slogans, shall we? Make America great again. 4 simple words that became a rallying cry for millions. Now, I'm not here to debate the merits of the slogan itself, but you have to admit, as far as political slogans go, it was catchy. It tapped into something real, a sense of nostalgia perhaps, or a yearning for a bygone era. Whatever it was, it worked. People slapped it on hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers, even those little flags you wave behind your pickup truck. It was everywhere. Love it or hate it, Make America Great Again became shorthand for the Trump movement, a symbol of both hope and division. Election night 2016, the results roll in and the world collectively loses its mind. Trump, against all odds, had won. He flipped states that hadn't gone red in decades. Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, all fell into his column. 30 states in total. Now I could bore you with electoral maps and vote counts, but honestly, those are drier than a popcorn fart in a sandstorm. The point is, Trump pulled off what many thought was impossible. He defied the polls, the pundits, and frankly common sense to become the 45th president of the United States. Here's where things get a bit awkward. You see, while Trump won the Electoral College and thus the presidency, he actually lost the popular vote. By a lot. Nearly 3 million votes to be exact. This, my friends, is the Electoral College in action. A system so convoluted, so baffling, that it makes trying to assemble IKEA furniture while blindfolded seem like a walk in the park. Now I could go on a whole rant about the Electoral College, but that's a show for another time. The point is, Trump's victory highlighted a fundamental quirk in the American political system, one that continues to spark debate and controversy to this day. Twitter. The social media platform where nuance goes to die and grammar takes a backseat to rage-fueled rants. And no one, absolutely no one, wielded Twitter with the same chaotic energy as Donald Trump. His tweets were like verbal grenades, lobbed into the public discourse with reckless abandon. They could be inflammatory, offensive, factually dubious, and occasionally, even somewhat coherent. But one thing, they were not boring. Trump used Twitter to bypass traditional media, control the narrative, and connect directly with his base. It was a strategy as unorthodox as it was effective. Trump's campaign wasn't just about tweets and sound bites. Oh no, the man was relentless. He held over 300 rallies during his campaign, crisscrossing the country, speaking to adoring crowds. It was a grueling schedule that would exhaust even the most seasoned politician. But Trump seemed to thrive on it. He fed off the energy of his supporters, delivering rambling, off-the-cuff speeches that were long on grievance and short on policy specifics. But for his supporters, it was electric. They came for the spectacle, the showmanship, the promise of something different. Endorsements are a funny thing in politics. Sometimes they mean everything, sometimes they mean absolutely nothing. In Trump's case, it was a mixed bag. Sure, he had the usual suspects: conservative politicians, right-wing media personalities, that one uncle everyone has who posts conspiracy theories on Facebook. But then, there were the head-scratchers. Ted Nugent, the rocker who once threatened to shoot Barack Obama, yep, he endorsed Trump. Vladimir Putin, former KGB agent and current leader of Russia, he also had nice things to say about Trump. It was a motley crew of supporters, to say the least. Look, let's not beat around the bush here. Trump's campaign was a minefield of controversies. From the moment he descended that escalator, it was one scandal, gaffe, or outrageous statement after another. There was the Access Hollywood tape, where he bragged about assaulting women. There were the allegations of collusion with Russia. There was the Muslim ban. The list goes on, and yet, despite it all, his supporters remained loyal. They dismissed the controversies as fake news or the work of a biased media. They doubled down on their support, convinced that Trump was the only one who could drain the swamp and restore America to its former glory. Here's a fun fact that doesn't involve international incidents or potential impeachable offenses. The 2016 election saw a significant increase in voter turnout. Millions of people who hadn't bothered to vote in previous elections turned out in droves, many of them first-time voters. Now, whether this was a good thing or a bad thing depends entirely on your political persuasion. But regardless of where you stand, there's no denying that Trump's candidacy energized the electorate in a way that few could have predicted. Love him or loathe him, you have to hand it to the man. Trump's campaign was nothing if not innovative. They threw out the traditional playbook and embraced unconventional tactics, relying heavily on social media, targeted ads, and those massive rallies we talked about. They understood the power of spectacle, of crafting a narrative, and let's be honest, of exploiting people's fears and anxieties. It was a strategy that proved incredibly effective, upending the political establishment and forever changing the rules of the game. And there you have it, 10 fun facts about Trump's elections. We've journeyed through the highs and lows, the controversies and triumphs, the tweets and the rallies. Whether you're a political junkie or just curious, we hope you found these insights as intriguing as we did. Look, Trump's elections were a defining moment in American history, whether you like it or not. They exposed deep divisions in our society, challenged our notions of democracy, and frankly, gave late-night comedians enough material to last a lifetime. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. And if you have any thoughts on Trump's elections, feel free to share them in the comments below. Just, try to keep it civil, or don't. It's the internet chaos reigns supreme.